Hello guys, this is Terry from Geeky Gaming TV coming at you with another video. But first, thank you Lucas Diamond for the amazing music in the background. You can see a link to his channel down below. Let's dive in. 5 reasons to be hyped for Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. And reason number 1 is an interesting new art style that isn't quite what we're used to. This new art style is a hybridization or a hybridizing effect between a traditional 3D art style and something more akin to like a pseudo-chibi art style to a certain degree. Something that you would expect from like a Nindroid or a Funko Pop to a certain degree. At least for the humanized characters, it's that bright, expressive art style that is a pseudo-anime effect in the art itself as well. Which is a good thing to a certain degree. Maybe less so on the Funko Pop style, and more or less on the Nindroid style, except for the fact that heads are more, well, heads and body parts are more proportioned. It's that lighter palette of color, the more expressive palette that is being used is really good, and has created an interesting world to step back into. And the Pokemon art style has always been significant and smooth and intricate as is. Just this new style is like you take the stylization of X and Y and then you scale it up a little bit and you add different color palettes, some warmer colors in general for like the faces, the body, the clothing. It adds a deeper appeal to how everything feels. And number 2 is this is a reimagining of Kanto. There's a reason why this is number 2 and we're counting down. This is what I see as one of the least significant things, at least as a veteran player. But as a whole, Kanto is the Kanto/reimagining of Yellow is something really easy to market, really easy to push out there. The marketing department was probably pushing this idea on the dev team to a certain degree. But a reimagining allows for changes to occur. I like changes. You wanna know why? We may start in Pallet Town, but what's stopping a rock slide, a swarm of angry Beedrill, floods, Snorlax migrations from stopping our normal run-of-the-mill progression and changing our path of progression? And plus, to be honest, there's certain characters that just don't belong in Kanto right now or anymore. It's been 20 years since we've last stepped foot here, which means most likely characters like Blaine are probably in their 80s or 90s or have passed. So there will have to be replacement gym leaders for them. And then the situation with Brock, he is a full-time breeder and to a certain extent something akin to a Pokemon doctor now, so his brother will have to take his spot in the gym. And who's to say this, our partner Pokemon, who's to say just because Masuda says they can't evolve, does that really mean they can't evolve? I'm pretty sure if we throw the proper stones at them hard enough, they might consider evolving. I'm kidding about that. Do not throw stones at Pokemon. But I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that even though your partner Pokemon can't evolve, you can still catch the respective partner out in the wild within the world. So moving on to number 3, which I think is actually pretty significant, at least in the generalization of the immersion of the world, is the customizable Eevee and Pikachu. You can dress them up, you can put little costumes on them, and this adds a little bit to the world. As you know, humans in our world foolishly dress dogs and cats in weird little outfits. Now it's time to dress your partner Pokemon in a weird little outfit. Enjoy! And this is significant in and of itself because this kind of implies that character customization might sneak its way back in, and that would be a good way to keep it consistent across the board. And moving on to number 4, improved Pokemon interaction. This is as simple as seeing the Pokemon in the wild. The Pokemon-me interaction that is implied by the trailer. The interaction by Pokemon or with Pokemon you bring over from the Pokemon Go game through the Go Pal Park or whatever it's being called. And that park allows you to interact with Pokemon that have been transferred over in a pseudo-Pokemon-me stylization. And Pokemon-me, Pokemon-me is probably a pretty thick interaction program. You get to feed your Pokemon, you get to groom them, and take care of them to a certain degree. You add that with the new Pokeball peripheral / Joy-Con thing, and you have a way to turn your Pokemon into a Tamagotchi, which is what a lot of people want. They want to take Eevee and Pikachu with them everywhere they go. And moving on to what I find to be one of the most significant changes is the co-op. And for the co-op, it's actually rather simple. You give your other Joy-Con to someone that wants to play with you, they shake it or press the plus or minus button, and boom, they're in the game. They can drop in and drop out whenever they need to. And that is pretty significant for the Pokemon franchise in and of itself. It adds a way for you to teach your spouse, your brother, your sister, your grandpa, your grandma, your mom, your dad, your toddler baby, or your little toddler, how to play Pokemon to a certain degree. There's been a lot of negativity shooting across the internet within the Pokemon community because of this game. I am someone who, I've grown up with the games, I've competed in VGCs, competitions, but at first, I will admit, there was a little bit of disappointment until I learned that this is different. This is actually designed to innovate and to revolutionize the way we interact and play within the Pokemon universe. And that this game as a whole isn't bad. It's just that Kanto label that has people up in arms. Here's hoping that Juichi Masuda and the Pokemon development team for Let's Go have a successful run with this game and maybe give us more than one new Pokemon. Maybe give us some of those Pokemon that were scrapped from Gen 1. That'd be a nice little treat for a generation that only has 2 steel types and doesn't have a dark type when it comes down to things. It would add more diversity to our roster, but this is all just not an afterthought from me. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. There will be more videos regarding this. I believe I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And as always, thank you for your support. See you in the next one.